From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Coming up, Arizona's missing. There's a new effort from forensic scientists in our state to identify human remains and help close a staggering number of cases.
Plus, Arizona is one of just 3 states without a distracted driving ban. What the city of Tempe is doing to keep its roads safer.
And later, new research shows Arizona doesn't have enough treatment centers for people suffering from addiction.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Audrey Wheel.
And I'm Sydney Glenn. Thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, Arizona has a staggering number of unidentified bodies sitting in medical examiners' offices. Cronkite News reporter Angie Schuster spoke with some of Maricopa County's forensic scientists to learn how they help match missing persons with unidentified remains.
Arizona ranks number 2 in the country when it comes to the number of unidentified bodies, 13% of the nation's total. The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office is working hard to find identifying factors of these bodies and give their families some closure.
I can tell you that he's in his late 30s, early 40s. He's about 5'10", and he's a white male who was shot twice and found in the Superstition Mountains in '92.
Dr. Fulgenetti specializes in scene recovery, skeletal analysis, and trauma interpretation.
If somebody knew who he was, they would say he complained about back pain all the time.
Arizona has nearly 1,300 unidentified decedents, and the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office sees nearly 500 unidentified body cases a year.
And it's a great place to dump bodies. We have immigrant border crossing issues as well, where the individuals will pass away in the desert, and they, because of the heat, they decompose at a faster rate and they become skeletal remains, and that makes it so much more difficult to identify the person.
The county's specialized forensic team looks for injuries or medical issues to help identify remains.
And if you look at the edges of that bone, can you see how they're lipped over and there's a lot of extra bone? That is called arthritis.
The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office uses dental records, fingerprinting, and other techniques to help match unidentified bodies with missing persons.
Take an x-ray of this case. That's the image right there. It tells me that we have a couple of fillings on 2 bicuspids, and that's really unique of this individual.
Dr. John Piakis, a forensic odontologist, uses x-rays to match unidentified persons with premortem dental records.
If we can get some missing dental records that have similar or concordant points like this, we can possibly do the identification.
The Medical Examiner's Office will hold a Missing in Arizona Day on October 24th at the ASU West campus. They're encouraging families who have missing loved ones to bring in photographs, dental records, and other identifiers in the hope that they can connect the information to one of the unidentified remains at their office. Angie Schuster, Cronkite News.
The FBI released its 2014 crime statistics, and while Arizona mirrored the nation in most crime trends, the state saw a significant difference in 2 categories: homicide and rape. Arizona's homicide rate declined 10% from 2013 to 2014, while the national rate declined by only 0.5%. Rape, however, increased in the state by about 6%, and for the country, that increase was smaller, close to 2%. The FBI compiles this data voluntarily from 18,000 state, local, and county law enforcement agencies around the country. One FBI agent says that because crime definitions change between cities and states, it's hard to accurately compare one state to the next, and it's a combination of factors that could cause fluctuations in the data.
There's a lot of variables, economic, social, that impact the crime. The weather could impact the crime. You know, if it's warm and it's a long day and people are out and they're out of school, that affects your crime rate.
Across the U.S., burglary saw the largest decrease, down 10% since 2013.
Arizona is one of 3 states without a distracted driving ban, and the city of Tempe took steps to remedy that just last week. Cronkite News reporter Julia Thatcher is live in Tempe with more.
It's time to put down the cell phones and put 2 hands on the wheel instead, at least in the city of Tempe. Council members have passed a law that will not only ban the use of cell phones, but other forms of distracted driving. Tempe is now one of only a few cities in the state, including Phoenix and Tucson, that have regulations on texting while driving. Different from ordinances in those cities, the new Tempe law aims to cut down on more than just texting while driving.
The Phoenix ordinance was not enforced at all. Matter of fact, that issued almost no tickets. And the reason being is they pull somebody over and the person says, well, I'm not texting and driving, I was checking Google Maps or playing Angry Birds or doing whatever.
According to the National Traffic Safety Administration, distracted driving is the leading cause of death for teens and is 6 times more dangerous than drinking and driving.
People text and drive or talk on their phone and drive, and they think I'm safe, so I don't need a rule against it. Well, you know, my crazy uncle thinks he can drive drunk safe. That doesn't mean he's right, it just means he's been lucky.
While the Governor's Office of Highway Safety agreed with what the ordinance was trying to accomplish, they're skeptical of what the actual outcome will be.
Cities can pass ordinance. The key is they have to be enforced. The city of Tempe they do a great job. They got a fantastic police department who is very devoted to traffic safety, but at the same time, they have a lot of priorities they have to handle besides this ordinance.
The new law will become effective starting October 23rd. Drivers have 25 days to change their habits. Other drivers have 25 days to change their habits. Otherwise, fines start at $100 and increase from there. Live in Tempe, Julia Thatcher, Cronkite News.
Drivers in Arizona could be paying more at the pump thanks to a funding shortage at NADOT. An audit released earlier this week projects a $62.7 billion deficit through 2035, and officials say something will have to be done. The report comes raising taxes and creating toll roads as possible ways to make up the difference.
The head of Planned Parenthood spoke before Congress today for a hearing on federal funding. Republicans are pushing to ban funding, accusing the group of paying for political activities and large salaries. But Planned Parenthood says taxpayer money goes toward healthcare services like contraceptives and STD testing. Arizona Representative Trent Franks, who has been fighting for a funding ban, told media today that the divisive abortion fight is like the battle over slavery and that unborn children need to be protected as people with equal rights.
Attorney General Mark Brnovich is leading Republican presidential candidate Marco Rubio's campaign in Arizona. He will serve as the state chairman for the campaign. Brnovich says he supports Rubio's efforts to create jobs and opportunities for the younger generation.
As Democrats and Republicans battle in the Arizona legislature over different education plans, a recent study done by Wallet Hub reveals why Arizona isn't faring too well in education funding compared to the rest of the nation. In public school spending per student, Arizona ranked the worst in the nation. In the median annual salary for teachers, Arizona ranked 49th. In the pupil-to-teacher ratio, Arizona also ranked 49th. And in overall best state to be a public teacher, Arizona is ranked 48th in the nation. When it comes to options for treating drug addiction, Arizona ranks near the bottom nationally.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how a shortage of drug treatment centers is impacting Arizonans struggling with addiction.
And how one Chandler company is treating cancer patients using synthetic marijuana.
At ASU, we believe the most important semester is the one that starts after you get your diploma, the one called life. So we work hard to help our alumni thrive, teaching them the importance of not only achieving their goals, but exceeding them. With innovative programs that embrace hands-on learning that encourages real-world growth. Our alumni know it can be the education of a lifetime, for a lifetime. For more information, asu.edu.
I'm an urban gardener. I'm a PhD student in criminology law and society.
I have an expertise in construction history.
I also happen to be a swing dancer. Oh, and I'm a source.
And I really like being a source.
Great journalism requires great sources, and we want you to be one of them. Arizona PBS is building a network of viewers, people with insight into the stories we cover and the stories we should cover. Explore what it means to be a source for the Arizona PBS Public Insight Network at azpbs.org/pin. Are you a news junkie, history buff, science or nature lover? Then discover 8 World, an entire channel devoted to bringing the world home to Arizona. Watch 8 World on Cox 88 or over the air via antenna on 8.3. To find out how to tune into 8 World through your satellite or another cable provider, visit azpbs.org/world or call 602-496-2308. Discover your world. Aid World.
See this patio? There used to be a motorcycle sitting there, a bike I didn't use and didn't want, so I donated it to public television, and they took care of everything. In addition to supporting my favorite programs, I earned a tax deduction. Turn something you don't need into something you really want. Contact the Vehicle Donation Program.
8 is Arizona PBS, a service of Arizona State University.
A recent Pew report ranks Arizona as one of 6 states with the fewest options for people addicted to alcohol and drugs. Nevada, Georgia, Texas, Indiana, and Florida also fall short, even as addictions of prescription pills and heroin continue to increase among young adults. Josh Martin just opened a treatment center in Tempe, where he says he saw a great need.
We opened up right in the heart of where we think the problem is.
The Pew report shows Arizona having only 20 treatment facilities per 1,000 addicted adults, compared to the national average of 32 centers per 1,000 addicted adults. When I spoke with professionals around the valley, they all had about the same response. They were not surprised.
I think the report is nice data in general, but all the people that work in the profession knows there is a need.
Ehab Abdallah with Banner Health said they saw this problem a long time ago and are working towards a small but hopefully substantial step to expand.
Overall, the system will have about 60 or 70 more beds. I know from working in the community in general that I think other facilities are expanding.
Heroin? Last year, Cronkite News documented Arizona's heroin epidemic, triggered in part by the growing use of prescription drugs.
And then next thing you know, you're spending $300 a day on pills. So the natural progression is to go to the heroin where you can get it for 10, 20 bucks a day.
The Arizona Department of Health Services says having a provider issue is nothing new.
You know, statewide, with all types of providers, Arizona, it does face a provider shortage.
But Scott Bartlett with Banner Health said having enough beds isn't the only solution.
Family members would be able to recognize symptoms before they got out of control. Sometimes friends and family are reluctant to step up and tell the person that they think that there's a problem because it'll create a conflict for them.
The states with the best ratio of treatment centers to addicted adults, according to the Pew report, are Maine, Connecticut, and Vermont. For full multimedia coverage all week, check out our website at cronkitenews.azpbs.org. With the investigative team, I'm Sydney Glenn, Cronkite News.
A company based in Chandler is finding alternative methods to treat patients suffering from cancer pain. Reporter Jackie Padilla went to their labs to find out about their latest products.
Insys Therapeutics, a pharmaceutical company, develops products that mimic molecules found in marijuana. But you won't find any traces of the plant here inside its Chandler lab.
We actually have mechanisms to bring these drugs to market without using the marijuana plant.
The company started in 2004 with just 9 employees. Today, more than 500 have brought 2 products to the market. And President Mike Babich says the goal is to continue to create better formulas and a more convenient delivery system for patients.
We've come up with a liquid dropper of synthetic THC that patients who are suffering from chemotherapy-induced nausea and vomiting or appetite stimulation in AIDS patients. And this product could revolutionize the use of THC in this country.
He says the company's rigorous testing process can also breed confidence.
I think at the end of the day, patients want to take drugs that are FDA approved.
Insys has a market value of $2.4 billion. But not all news is positive. According to Securities and Exchange Commission documents, multiple state and federal agencies have questioned the company's sales and practices. The company says they are cooperating with the investigations. I'm in one of 2 labs here for Insys Therapeutics, where over 40 employees focus on the research and development for their products. For Ankar Singh, a director in the lab, it's a place of opportunity to target medical issues that may be overlooked.
We are involved in developing products, many products for unmet medical need.
With the FDA's blessing, the Arizona company hopes to bring the synthetic liquid THC to the market within the next year. In Chandler, Jackie Padilla, Cronkite News.
The decision for whether or not the FDA approves the new product is expected by April 2016. If you're looking for more information on the marijuana debate, the Carnegie Night News 21 initiative released a multimedia, in-depth report on marijuana policy and attitudes nationwide. Reporters based here at Cronkite traveled to states across the country to document how pot policies are taking shape, as well as the opposition to legalization. For full access to all those stories, go to weedrush.news21.com.
Earlier this year, the Super Bowl had a major economic impact for downtown Phoenix.
However, the upcoming college playoffs could be even bigger. Coming up on Cronkite News, we take a look at what downtown Phoenix is doing to plan for the big games.
Plus, even as the economy continues to improve, charities are still struggling. We'll take a look at one charity trying to keep bellies full.
Hi, I'm Paula Kirker, president of PBS, and I'd like to personally thank you if you've made a contribution to 8 Arizona PBS. You know, when you fund your favorite shows on this station, you're ensuring great television continues to be available for yourself, your family, and everyone in your community. One of the easiest ways to do that is by making a monthly contribution on an ongoing basis, what we call sustaining membership. When you call, tell us how much you'd like to donate each month. Our current sustainers tell us that $10, $15, or $20 a month is best for them, but you decide what works for you. After you've made that call, we will deduct that amount each month from your credit card or your bank account, and we will continue until you tell us otherwise. Your membership will always remain current, and renewal notices will become a thing of the past. Best of all, your ongoing support means that the best television on television will continue to come your way every single day of the year. So please, consider a sustaining contribution today. Thank you for your support of this PBS station.
The Valley has quickly become one of the premier destinations for championship sporting events. Arizona hosted Super Bowl 49 earlier this year and will welcome the College Football Playoff National Championship game in January. While the game is in Glendale, downtown Phoenix has become the epicenter for fan events. Today, organizers talked about the Championship Campus, a 3-day event surrounding the College Football Playoff National Championship. They believe the upcoming college extravaganza could have a similar economic impact on the state as Super Bowl 49 did. The 5-block setup resembles Super Bowl Central, but on a smaller scale. The campus will include a family-friendly fan center, a concert venue, and other signature events.
There's a direct economic impact that comes from the event and all the parties and things that go along with it over that weekend. But we're working with the Commerce Authority and having a CEO program where we're attracting up to 50 CEOs from around the country, from targeted companies, entertaining them here for the game, but showing them why this is a great place to operate a business, to live in.
The College Football Playoff National Championship takes place on January 11th. Both Glendale and downtown Phoenix will then turn their attention to the 3rd consecutive major sporting event hosted in the Valley, the men's NCAA Final Four, which takes place in 2017.
The latest numbers from the U.S. Commerce Department show both personal income and disposable income is up for most Americans, but those who live on the edge of homelessness are still struggling. Reporter Maria Estrada found those charities that still need them, still need your help.
We're constantly getting calls on a daily basis from people saying, you know, I've been out of work for a couple of months now, or, you know, I've taken in my grandkids, and so now I'm not just feeding me, but I'm feeding my grandkids on my Social Security money, and it's not going as far. Those are the types of stories that we hear daily about people just struggling to get by.
As the economy recovers, St. Mary's and other food banks say they haven't seen a decline in those who need assistance.
This year, we're estimating that we're going to serve about 1,300 food boxes between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
According to a food hardship data from Association of Food Research and Action Center, Arizona's food hardship decreased slightly in 2014, but Arizona is still ranked 13th worst in the country. Leanne Leonard, Executive Director at the Agri-Free Food and Clothing Bank, says sometimes people just need a little extra help.
The end and the beginning of the month, we always tend to see a spike during that time when there's that gap before they receive their next infusion of food, money, etc.
Donations keep her agency booming and the volunteers busy.
Volume has really picked up, and fortunately so has the donations. So we've been blessed in that way with some of the local stores and churches and community support and donations. So keep them coming.
This is where it all takes place, keeping these shelves nicely stocked to feed the people in need.
That's probably one of the hardest things for me to have to say to people is, you know, we can only give you what's been given to us, what's been donated, what we have in stock.
In Avondale, Maria Estrada, Cronkite News.
According to a report from the EPA, in 2013, the average American family uses 320 gallons of water per day, and about 30% of that water goes outdoors. Cronkite News reporter Eleni Dow takes a look to see whether artificial turf is a good alternative.
Artificial turf has been on the market for years. Installing synthetic turf can help reduce water bills and maintenance costs. However, there have been some safety concerns. First-time client Luke Rosenberg was skeptical about installing artificial turf in the beginning.
I'm actually a big believer in real turf for playing on the grass. The artificial turf was going to be just too hot, to have the kids running around barefoot.
Synthetic turf can get hot and burn children's feet. However, with new technology in the market, companies like U.S. Grass and Greens are trying to fix the problem.
One thing that we do as a company is use the silica sand infill as opposed to the rubber black beads.
Despite his concerns, Rosenberg installed an artificial putting green turf for his children.
As far as a putting green goes, there's really nothing better as far as maintenance-free.
The company says, along with artificial turf being safe and maintenance-free, water conservation is also a big plus.
People are becoming a lot more aware of their water usage.
In some cities, you can also get money back by installing artificial turf. The city of Tempe offers a rebate program.
Just as of last January, we're now going to 25 cents a square foot. So just a standard property in Tempe doing a front and back could probably qualify for about $1,500 in credit.
But credit or no credit, Rosenberg is focused on how the new addition will impact his family.
It's going to be really nice, to have a putting green that we can all have fun. I mean, my backyard, I kind of designed it to have fun.
In Tempe, Eleni Dow, Cronkite News.
Another tip, you can look at your city's website to see if they host a rebate program for grass alternatives.
Arts and music are central to so many cultures here in Arizona, but one Phoenix woman is sharing her own special blend of music. Coming up next on Cronkite News, meet a Latin jazz singer making music with a message.
Fridays, it's at Cronkite News, your social sharing connection where you choose the news. Facebook likes and shares, tweets, retweets, and favorites. YouTube views and subscriptions. We're watching you watch us. From our digital home at cronkitenews.azpbs.org to your television, web browser, or mobile device. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Then join us for at Cronkite News, our weekly refresh, each Friday at 5 on Arizona PBS.
Tickets are available now for one of the most anticipated luncheon events of the year. Join industry leaders from the worlds of media, politics, business, and education as we honor award-winning news anchor and late-night host Charlie Rose, this year's recipient of the Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism. The event takes place at the Phoenix Downtown Sheraton on Monday, October 19th at 11:30 a.m. For tickets, visit azpbs.org/Rose or call 602-496-4539.
Hi, I'm Judy Woodruff, co-anchor of the PBS NewsHour. Preparing the next generation of journalists has never been more important than it is now. With its groundbreaking partnership with Arizona PBS, the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU is revolutionizing journalism education to provide students with a real opportunity to work and learn under the supervision of veteran journalists, producers, directors, and editors on newscasts, investigative stories, and documentary productions. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, reinventing journalism education in the digital age.
Singer Carmela Ramirez is a pioneer in the Arizona music scene, mixing Latin jazz and salsa. Cronkite News reporter Erica Lang takes us to hear the unique style that's defying stereotypes and breaking down barriers along the way.
Carmela Ramirez's music reflects her bicultural background.
There was a tremendous amount of Spanish being spoken on the west side of Phoenix. There was mariachi music, there was Motown.
And there was her father's love of jazz.
My father really wanted me to do Latin jazz. If I wasn't going to do straight ahead jazz, he wanted me to incorporate the two.
Her band, Carmela y Mas, does exactly that, and more, which made it hard to attract a following at first.
It should have been Cuban or Puerto Ricans or Dominicans or Salvadorians or Peruvians doing this. And here's this Mexican girl from West Phoenix who wants to do Latin jazz salsa.
Ramirez sings in both English and Spanish.
There's so much that I can do.
But calls music a universal language.
It could be the poetry of the words that are in the song, or it could be the movement musically in the song. It does things to people, and I'm glad to be part of that.
In Tempe, Erica Lang, Cronkite News.
That's the way it was.
Ramirez recently retired after working with the City of Phoenix for 28 years. She plans to spend more time pushing the boundaries of her music.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's next on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon. Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton will join us in studio to talk about the latest city issues, and we'll hear about the legal problems to be aware of when financing a small business. That's next on Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. Margaret Warner continues her reporting from the United Nations General Assembly. That's Tuesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.